Yo, 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 everybody. What's happening? My name's Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays, and it's time for the Power Hour. We are talking some basketball today. College basketball, pro basketball. That's what is going to go down on the show. And I've got two expert handicappers here to break down these games for you. Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets, and of course, Chip Chirimbus, the man, the myth, the legend. Before we get to them, though, I got to tell you guys about NoHouseAdvantage.com, all right? This is for all of you fantasy players out there, fantasy football, baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever it is. Check out this site. They've developed a dynamic new platform, and when you use our promo code P&P, they're going to match your first deposit up to $50. So get you some on the NoHouseAdvantage.com. All right, I'm excited about this one. One of my favorite college basketball teams. Timothy Earl is here to talk about them. What's up, Tim? How you doing?
We're doing good. Just keep on rolling through some basketball. Excited for it.
Are you still number one in the NBA?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I already knew that, but I wanted to ask.
All
right, so let's talk some college ball here. We got UCLA -5 at Arizona State. You know me. I'm a huge Bobby Hurley girl. I'm a huge ASU fan. The total on this one's 134. Tell me to take the Sun Devils, Tim.
Sure, go ahead. I'm on ASU. That we look at this one, and I think this matchup's a lot closer than people think. We get a 16-2 UCLA team and a 15-3 Arizona State. So they're actually off to a really good start this year, including 8-1 at home. They've just been a team that's been covering spreads. Both teams have been good covering spreads this year. Yeah. UCLA is 11-7. ASU is 10-7-1 against the spread. So both these two teams have been making you money if you've been betting them every game. But when it comes to it, when you get this close of a matchup, I'll go ahead and take some ASU plus the 5 tonight.
That's just it. UCLA is a really good road team too. I think they're 4-0 on the road. You know, yes. It's no doubt that UCLA is not only solid, but solid when they travel. But give me that home dog, man. ASU is just like where it's at for me in this season. And I feel like we've been waiting for ASU to get to this point for years and years. And like they finally nailed it. Let's go. So, okay, I am totally with you on this one. Let's go with ASU plus the 5 points when they play UCLA tonight. And everyone, don't forget, we do have a promo. It's playoff. Okay. So head over to picksandparlays.net. Use that promo playoff. It's going to save you 25% off whatever you buy on the site. And like I said, Earl Sports Bets, numero uno in the NBA. All right. So keep your eyes peeled. Okay, let's move into the NBA, your specialty. We're actually on opposite sides of this one. So 76ers -2 at the Blazers, and the total's 233 and a hook. What do you got?
I got the Sixers. You get a Sixers team that's been playing pretty good basketball as of late. They've won 3 straight games on their out west road trip, and they've just been doing enough to be able to get the job done. They took care of Utah and then both LA teams, which whatever with the 2 LA teams, they've been a mess this year. It's the thing with Portland. The last 10 games, they've just struggled. Unless they went up against, sorry, Lenny, the Detroit Pistons or the Dallas Mavericks, they have not been able to put together complete games. They've been losing to some rough teams, some teams that have been struggling, and I don't see Portland coming through tonight. I got the Sixers. I grabbed them minus. I got them 1.5 on the site. They're 2 now. I think it's just a good spot for them to keep on winning in this out west road trip. And then I'll probably end up fading the Sixers their first game back home. But for this road trip, they've been playing some good basketball, so I'll keep riding with them.
To me, the line is fishy. Like if they are on this win streak and against this crappy Trailblazers team, why was it a 3 that has now moved to a 2, even though 73% of the money is on the Sixers? It doesn't make sense to me. Also, it's the slaughter game. It's going to be your last game of the night, which could easily wipe out all of your parlays for everybody who has. And in order to be a slaughter game, they have to lose. It's not about covering because the slaughter takes out parlays. Nobody puts Sixers -2 in a parlay. You're going to put them on the money line, which means they would have to lose. So I call for the outright win of the Trailblazers, but I'm not the expert.
Good luck. I hope you win.
Yeah. Well, and I hope you win. You know, hey, it's all good in the hood, man. Sometimes we disagree, but that's, you're the expert and I'm not. So there's that. Okay. Guys, don't forget about our promo code playoff. Saves you 25% over at the site. Tim Earl Earl Sports Bets, number freaking uno in the NBA. So go get some of their premium plays. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We do the Power Hour every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Tons of free picks for you. Tim, it's always a pleasure. I'll see you later, alligator.
See you.
Good luck. Okay, up next, I've got Chip Chirimbus on the line here. What's going on, Chipper?
Well, we got basketball day and night, college and pros. Allie coming off a 3-0 NBA night last night, and in the colleges, missed the sweep by a half point with the Arkansas game.
Oh, man, Arkansas and me are just like, we are not friends this season. I want them to do so much better than they're doing, and I just can't jive with them. But I do know that yesterday on the picksandparlays.net site, you were number 3. You made our viewers 300 buckarooskies yesterday if you're betting with Chip Chirimbus. So thank you for that. Talk to me about the Trojans at Arizona. All right. USC at Arizona. Arizona's minus 8.5 on their home court. I don't think that's a huge surprise to anyone. Total on this one's 151. What do you got going on?
A great matchup in the Pac-12. Arizona is ranked number 11 in the country. USC comes in 13-5 on the year, 10-8 against the points, but they are 10-3 on the road in their last 13 against the points, and they're 6-0 against teams with winning records on the road in their last 6 games. But Arizona's coming off a crushing defeat at Oregon. They got beat by blown out completely. I think it was 87-68. And they've won 3 straight in this series. This is a strong number, I think, for a team that has played so poorly of late. They've only covered 17 of 52 when they're playing teams at home and on the road. These numbers are just so skewed to take USC that I have the Wildcats. I'm going to lay this for Arizona because I think the number's very high. I think the fact that they got crushed last week on the road at Oregon, they're going to come back. They're 3-9 against the points against the loss. Like I said, all the trends and all the numbers say that I'm supposed to be on USC. So I've got Arizona.
All right. Well, I can't really argue with you. I'm not the kind of girl that lays 8.5 points.
Right.
Okay. It's just not what I do. But this opened at a 7. It moves to an 8.5. We've got the money going for Arizona. So it all makes sense. I'm with you here. If you guys are going to play it, play the Wildcats. And I would love to take 8.5 points with anybody, but not
for good reason, because the dog is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings. The road team is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings. There's good reasons to be on USC. They've got a decent team. They won 13 of 18 games. They're 10-8 against the number, whereas Arizona's 6-11 against the number. Maybe it goes to 6-12 here, but that's a strong number, like you said. And I have to have the Wildcats.
I would have to tease them to do it, but I'm with you. I think it's the play. That's the play. Okay, so everyone, don't forget, we have got a promo going on right now. Chip Chirimbus, number 3 over at picksandparlays.net yesterday. So if you want to get on that money-making train with Chip, do it. Head over to picksandparlays.net and use that promo code PLAYOFF. It's going to save you 25% off whatever you buy from Chip. Okay, so let's move in. This is a big one tonight. Let's move into the NBA. Warriors Celtics. This is like the rematch. This is the NBA Finals. This is all kinds of stuff is happening with this game. Yep. I think Celtics are the best team in the whole hot damn country. They're minus 6.5 at home tonight. Total on this one's a 240. What do you got going on with this one, Chip?
A strong number here. It's strong for a couple of reasons and surprising for others. And the fact that Boston hasn't covered the last 4 times they played against Golden State. And Golden State is so poor on the road. I think that's why this number 5-17, these Golden State Warriors on the road. They're 22-22 on the season. The Warriors haven't been healthy the entire year. And I think Brown is out now for Boston, but Tatum certainly picked up the slack there. He's been absolutely outrageous. But these teams seem to be able to play over because they're such great offensive teams. And they like to put on a showcase. We saw it happen with Golden State before 63,000 in San Antonio. I think they had their highest point total of the year. They were really ready to play. And I think they'll be ready to play here. The over in Golden State games on the road, 35-15. That's 70% in their last 50 games. Boston, of course, we know they're a juggernaut. They're the number 1 offensive team in the NBA. They've gone over 13-6 at home. They've gone over 14-4 against teams with losing road records. That's Golden State at 5-17. So I'm going to play it over, right? I mean, that's the way I'm going to go.
I like it because I think this is going to be like a rock fight. You know, they're going to come for each other. They're coming to play ball. And it's a high total. I mean, what started at a 237. Now it's up to a 240. I even see 240 and a halves out there. Still 80% of the money is on that over. So, I mean, I think, the betting public agrees. This is going to be a game.
In the last 27 meetings, they've actually gone under 21 times. But this just seems like these two teams are so offensively geared. They're really going to run on each other. And, they've been hot. I mean, Curry is averaging almost 30 points a game again. I mean, does this guy ever slow down? They got Thompson back, and Golden State is playing much better now than they were the first 2 months of the season. That's for sure. I see both these clubs racing up and down the floor.
Part of the fun about them is that the Warriors compete against each other too.
Yeah.
Like Clay wants to outscore Steph. That's what they compete against each other. I also got a prop from Scott Reichel. I'm going to take Steph Curry over 4.5 3-point shots at plus 115.
Yeah,
just to throw that your way.
Yeah, these I think I'm really interested in going to watch this game, and I don't watch all that many all the way through, but I think I could watch this one. This Golden State team has had the same core players for 8-9 seasons now, and that's a great job there. And they're just coming back, and they have their moments. Of course, we always hear about Green and everyone else fighting and what happens out there, but they won the championship last year. They've been sleepwalking through the season so far this year. I expect after the All-Star break, they're going to really look to make their push. But right now, I think these two are running up and down the floor. You'd want to take Boston here in this situation, but Golden State has got them the last 4 times out. So I'm going to play the over.
Yeah, the money is moving in the way of the Celtics. 5.5 to a 6.5 with 67% of the money on the Celtics. So it's moving that way. And a lot of that's probably what you said, that Golden State is just not a good road team. Yeah. It's a large number to cover, though, in a matchup like this. So I get it. Let's stay off the side. Maybe we can in-play it for some, easier action. But let's just roll with over 240.5. I think that's solid. Chip Chirimbus, he knows what's up with the get down. Head over to picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code PLAYOFF. It's going to save you 20% off all of his best bets. And also, don't forget, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, because we're on every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much, Chip, and thank you to our viewers for watching the Power Hour right here at Picks and Parlays.
Thank you, Allie.